Ambrose Bierce, The Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge. Starring Caitlyn Devlaeminck. Also Gracie Lyons. And Jane Chaiyada. I stood upon a bridge in northern Alabama. There was a plank hanging over the edge of Owl Creek Bridge along with my tied feet. A man behind me had a rifle in his hand, prepared to watch me be hung. The noose was tied around my neck, and I knew in that moment I was going to be dead soon. My thoughts were fixed on my family. If only I could see my beautiful wife one last time. But it was time. The noose snapped! I could only hope to survive this awful dream. This is brought to you by...
Why is it better to get what you want now instead of later?
Because you don't want to wait to eat your raisins.
You don't want to wait to eat your raisins?
No.
Why not?
Because they'll turn into grapes?
Not sure that's the way it works.
Yes.
Are you competing for cutest kid right now?
Yes.
And what place are you in?
Kindergarten?
That's adorable.
It's not complicated. Now is better. And AT&T is the nation's fastest and now most reliable 4G LTE network.
And now back to our final presentation. My hands were struggling back and forth, trying to get out of these ropes, and then they started to break. They started to tear, and my hands, they slipped out. I was free. I swam as fast as I could, but I felt the gunshots. They were coming at me in the water. I could feel them. This presentation is also brought to you by...
What's better, doing two things at once or just one?
Two.
You sure?
I am absolutely positive.
2 times is awesome. The thing I can do is wave my head and wave.
That's amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
Look, I can do it.
Hold on, I'm watching this.
I'm getting dizzy.
I stumbled. I stumbled onto the free ground. But which way? Something told me that I should start walking on the path. So I started walking. What felt like hours really were hours. I was soaking wet, and I was very tired of walking. I thought I recognized this place, and then I realized my front gate to my house was right in front of me. And then I saw her. My beautiful wife, alas, I was home. I saw her. She waved to me. My heart filled with joy. Everything was gone. My life was gone. The pain rushed to my neck, and I was there, struggling and struggling. But then I stayed there. My neck was snapped in the noose, and I was dead.
Gwinnett Bierce.
Born June 24th, 1842 in Mays County, Ohio.
He worked as a printer's apprentice.
Enlisted to fight in Civil War at 17.
After war, he worked as an editor, journalist, and short story writer.
In 1913, he went to Mexico. Then in 1914, he disappeared.
He was the 10th of 13 children born to Marcus Aurelius and Laura Bierce.
In this story, the author created a vulnerable setting for the reader, one where reality and illusion come out of the character's own desperation. Owl Creek Bridge was used by Confederate soldiers that preferred their enemies dead when trespassing, or when their own men turned against them. This story relates to the war during this time and creates an unrealistic reality that everyone hopes would happen if they were in that position. Yet in the end, we can conclude that the hope is crushed and can never be, and results in us dying. We hope you all enjoyed our project, and thanks for watching our short film on the occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge.